Hello, my name is Becky. I'm a Christian and I have ADHD and bipolar type 2. And most of my life I was pretty shy and I was very hesitant to try to make friends because I was afraid of rejection. Since graduating from high school and youth group and being in the adult world, I had to learn how to make friends by trial and error and by watching other people who seemed friendly and also just getting good advice from people. The first thing that I learned was to make eye contact with people. To just look them in the eyes when they're walking towards you rather than just looking away or looking down. And then also smiling. And when I look at someone in the eyes and I smile, it just sends the message that I'm approachable, that I'm friendly, that I'm open to being friends. And another small thing that I do is I greet people. When I'm at church and I see people, I'll just say hi. Or when I'm in the grocery store and I see someone, I'll say hi. I used to avoid that for some reason. I think it was just really uncomfortable for me, especially when I see someone outside of the normal context. Like I see someone from work at the grocery store, or I want to avoid eye contact because it's like just awkward. But I've learned that people really do like to be greeted. So when I will just say hi to someone, they always smile, they say hi back, and it's a very friendly thing to do. And it helps them to feel seen and noticed and cared for. And if someone ever doesn't want to talk to me, if they ever no, I don't want you to say hi to me, it's not a rejection on me. Most people who are just healthy are happy to say hi and have a conversation. If someone is like, I don't want you to say hi to me, they're probably going through something very, very hard and they're not looking for a conversation. And that's not me, that's them. That's what they're going through, that's what they're feeling, and it has nothing to do with me. Also, listening to people talk. Everybody likes to talk, everybody likes to be listened to. So if I will listen to people, they're much more likely to want to be my friend. It can be difficult practicing listening without interruption, especially when there's someone who just talks a lot and doesn't leave space for me to share my own thoughts. It's also hard to listen without getting distracted when people go on and on and on. But usually when people go on and on and on, I don't think they're really listening for my response to what they're saying. I think they just like to talk. So I don't think it's as big a deal if I'm getting distracted. But I mean, I can usually pay attention enough to make some sort of comment or agreement or wow. Another way to listen well is to not try to fix what they're saying, try to help them with their problem. A lot of people, they're just looking for a sympathetic response of, oh, wow, that sounds really tough. Or some sort of, like, I've experienced something similar in my own life. You know, they're looking for someone to relate. My circumstances are different, but I can understand depression because I've gone through a lot of depression. So I can relate to someone who is depressed. I can say I've also been depressed. Depression just really sucks. Like I've been there a lot, you know, but not necessarily saying I know exactly how you feel, because depression can be different for different people. I never felt like I just wanted to stay in bed all day. It's gonna be different for different people. Also, I don't need to agree with everything that they're saying. I don't need to disagree with everything that they're saying. I can have my own opinions. People respect a person that has their own thoughts, their own opinions, and I don't need to one-up their story. If someone is having a great day, I don't need to share how mine is even better, or if someone's having a rough day, I don't need to share how mine is even worse. Just let their story be their story and not trying to take any of it for myself, not trying to take some of the sympathy or take some of the praise or make the story all about me. That's just kindness and humility, and people just respond really well to that. But people do also like when I share my own stories, especially if they're funny, especially if it's about my quirkiness. But when I practice vulnerability, honesty, humility, and especially when people can tell you love them, people have always really responded well to that. And if I ask people for help in their areas of experience or their expertise. People always love to help in that way, of something that they're very good at, they're very knowledgeable about. And in my experience, most people are happy to get another friend. Most people are happy to have a conversation. The risk of rejection is really quite low. Or I should just say, most of my experience has been in the church. We already have Jesus in common, but even at work where it's not Christians, everybody's happy to say hi. Everybody's happy to share how they're doing. Well, that's another thing. I don't really like to ask people how they're doing. It just seems so fake, you know? But sometimes people are going through something rough, and I do want to know how they're doing. So I like to say something like, how have you been feeling? Or how's it going? And to just listen when people want to say it. But when people ask me how I'm doing, I always feel like I have to be honest, and I have to tell them how my week has been going. And I think fewer people actually ask me that now, because they know I'll actually take a few minutes to tell them exactly. But now that I have practiced these things, I have noticed a very good response, and people really do like me. I've had to get used to that. I'm not used to people liking me or wanting to be around me, because I'm used to just being that quiet person who just sits there and just waits for someone to come up and make friends with me. So I have to learn how to balance my time. I can't say yes to hanging out with every single person that wants to hang out. And also learning to let go of friendships. When a friendship seems to be fading, I don't have to try to keep it going. People come and go. There's always going to be new people that come in that I make friends with. There's going to be people that just sort of phase out, and that is okay, and that's normal. So I hope this helps you if you are struggling like I did on just how to start making friends when it seems really scary and risky. Just starting with an eye contact and a smile is a great way to start. There's always going to be someone out there who's friendly and willing to just come up and say hi if you make eye contact and smile. If I'm just looking down and away, that's just sending the message, I don't want to talk right now. I don't want to interact. Well, if I missed something and there's things that you've tried and have worked really well for you, please share that in the comments, because I would love to read it. Have a good day.